Hey guys, it is Friday, December 1st. It is 55 degrees outside. It's actually quite warm. It is 3:32. I am not even kidding you when I tell you I've tried to make this video about 6 times, and every time I try to make it, something happens with this stupid holder. Then I tried to just hold it in my hand, propping it up like I did old school with this thing, and got a cop behind me who, followed me for a little while, thought he wanted to pull me over. So I stopped making the video again. And now I am sitting in traffic, literally stopped, going nowhere. So I thought I'd take the time to fix up my holder. Yes, I know the angle is terrible. Yes, I know you can't see the top of my head. And I look fatter because of the bulk here. Anyway. Let's talk about my day. So I had my normal breakfast of my egg cup for one. I had my lunch, which was an Olay wrap with turkey, actual turkey breast, and some cranberry sauce that I made that is 0 points. So I ended up with 2 points for lunch, 1 point for breakfast, which gave me 3 points. I had a Boom Chicka Pop for 5, which I've always counted for 4, but some reason today when I scanned it, it came up 5. So that's 8 points. So I've got like 22 points going into dinner. I think I'm going to go to a Mexican restaurant tonight with Norm. And I think what I want to do, I have used 0 weeklies. I think what I want to do is have some guacamole and chips. And I have counted something like, I'm pretty sure I pulled out like a cup of guacamole and 40 chips, and it would have taken out the rest of my points for the day. And that way, if I want dessert, I'll just use my weeklies. My weeklies don't reset until Monday, so I have Saturday and Sunday to deal with, and then I believe on Monday my weeklies will go, or my dailies will change. I have drink 80 ounces of water. So I've peed about 6 times today. So that's my plan for the night. Carly has she has to go to the volunteer firehouse tonight to get some calls, and a parade tomorrow. I think she's not bunking in tonight. We have to go pick her up, cause she's 16, but she's not able to drive yet. Cause in Maryland, you can't drive at 16. You gotta be like 16 and 9 months or some craziness. Why don't just make it 17? I don't know. So she's going to go and do that. And the Mexican place that we like to go to is actually on the way. So I'm thinking that we're going to, probably go there. I know over the summer, a couple of times when I was on Weight Watchers, I did just the homemade guacamole and the chips, and that was really enough food for me. Although tonight I'm a little noshy, I feel like I'm hungry, I want something. We just started moving again. So I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to figure it out when I get there. I know that I can have their shrimp tacos for very little points. I also know I can have their fajitas without making the actual fajita. Here we go again with this stupid thing. And I can have the actual fajita. Sorry guys. Without having the actual fajita wraps. I actually considered taking with me 2 Olay wraps for a point each and ordering fajitas. How rude would that be? I don't know. But anyway, I considered it. I don't know that I'm going to do it. But I might take them with me just to have them, just in case it's what I decide to do. So my points tonight will be gone. I'm going to use all my points. I weigh every single day. Yesterday, I was 181 after Thanksgiving, which the Monday after Thanksgiving, which put me at a loss of a point, or of a pound. Yesterday I was 183.0, and today I'm 182.2. So I'm fluctuating a little bit this week. I think it's probably the salt. I know that turkey has quite a bit of salt in it, depending on how it's made. So I'm definitely, I'm I'm fluctuating this week. So I'm hoping on Monday to actually just kind of maintain. I'd like to be 181 on Monday. I joined a challenge with my niece who has her own Facebook page about getting skinny. Anyway, it's a 21-day challenge. She wants to lose 15 pounds between now and Christmas. And I don't know, these two people in front of me are like yelling at each other to the cars, and I don't know if they're laughing and goofing off or if they're actually getting ready to like fight. But anyway, so she wants to lose 15 pounds between now and Christmas. That's 25 days to lose 15 pounds. I can't do that, so I didn't join that part of it. She said we could all set our own goals, but it's like the end of the goal was Christmas. So my goal is to be 170 something by Christmas. I don't care if it's 179.99999. So that's my goal, to be 170 something by Christmas. So which would, and if I'm at 181.2-ish, it's not too far. So it's 2 or 3 pounds I'd need to lose. I'd like to lose 4 just to really solidify that I'm in the 170s. But that's my goal. So something kind of cool. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I probably have. So Norm does this really awesome thing for me that he has done since, as long as I can remember. And it's called 25 Days of Christmas. So every day for Christmas month, the month of December, I get a gift. Sometimes they're big gifts, sometimes they're little gifts. Sometimes they're just cards. Sometimes it's something we go and do. Sometimes he just takes me out to dinner, and he'll tell me, like, this is your gift today. And I get 25 days of gifts. And then, yes, I still get, for people who ask me, yes, I still get gifts on Christmas as well. I'm kind of a spoiled brat. But anyway, today is day 1 of 25 Days of Christmas. And I had actually bought, or he had bought me, a pair of jeans about a month ago. And when I got them home, they fit, but I didn't like the way that they fit, and I knew like a couple of pounds more, and I'd have been happy in them. And I had kind of forgotten about them, and I put them away, and I gave them to him, and I was like, I think I might, return these. And then I gave them to him so I thought we would return them at some point, and he gave them to me today as a gift, and told me to put them on, and they fit, and they were good. So I'm a size 12 currently in these jeans. Now these jeans are very spandexy. They got a lot of lycra in them. They got a lot of stretch, but the tag still says 12, so I'll take it. So I'm happy about that. I don't know if being in a different pant size is considered a non-scale victory or a scale victory, because it's kind of the same thing, but I'll take it. So I guess that's really all I kind of had. I don't know what's on tap for this weekend. Like I said, I know that I'm taking Carly to the firehouse tonight. She is getting some calls as a volunteer volunteer firefighter, and then tomorrow she's going to be in a parade. Sorry about the sun. With her house, her volley house, and then Sunday I'm going to do some food prep. I've got a ton of grading to do. I've got some math lesson plans I've really got to kind of iron out. Kids have a district assessment coming up, and it's on fractions, and it's like word problem fractions, which are the worst. And it's like with parentheses, and we haven't even started using parentheses yet. So it's really just, I want to get some good, maybe not, I don't want to say PowerPoint, smartboard lessons for them to kind of go through and be able to figure out so that they know how to do what we're doing. And then the other 5th grade teacher made a pre-test, but that they could also use as a note-taking sheet. So they'll take it, and then by Friday we'll give it back to them, and they'll take notes on it. So that's the goal, is to make sure that they can do all of the things that they need to do for this test. So I want to get some lesson plans banged out for that, and some visuals, because kids learn with visuals, kids learn with music, and I want to put a little bit of everything in this to reach all of my different learner modalities. So that's my plan. I know that Norm had said something about doing something Christmassy this weekend. We'll often take rides up into PA and go to Jim Thorpe, which they set up as this cute little Christmas town. It looks like Bedford Falls from It's a Wonderful Life when you go up there. So it's just adorable. And I know he had mentioned that about going maybe and doing that. And I'd like to do that. I'm extremely busy this weekend, as far as I don't know, everything I'm saying, I could probably do it all on Sunday, but I got some laundry I need to do. Next weekend, I'm gonna have to food prep on Saturday, because my other job, I am doing a consulting at someone's house, and it is a party almost, and I'm going to be doing between 5 and 8 people, and that'll take me a big chunk of time, but it'll also get me the money that I want for to buy Norm's Christmas present, which I don't know what I'm getting him yet. If you follow my channel, if you watch my channel on a regular basis, you know that the other day he wanted to talk about Weight Watchers. We've been so busy this week, we have still not gotten to sit down and actually have a conversation about Weight Watchers and how it would work for him. So we're still going to do that, and I think if I can get him to agree to do it, I may actually go ahead and buy him a Weight Watchers subscription for 6 months, just to see if he'll stick to it for 6 months. So that's my plan. The other option is if he chooses to kind of look over the plan and see what he's doing, and then maybe paper track, which, I'm all about using the app. Pay the $20, use the app. It is so much worth it, so much more worth it. I feel like if he paper tracks, it's going to be more work for me, because I'm going to be the one making his breakfast and lunch and dinner. I'm the cook in the family. It is. He does the bills. I do the cooking. And he does a lot of the cleaning too. But if, he does his own laundry too, by the way, ladies. But if I am going to do the cooking and the meal prep for us, then it'll be kind of me tracking it, which is fine. And his breakfast and lunch, if I pre-track it, because I use the same thing I'm using for me, maybe just bigger portions because it's bigger than me, but then also give him whatever dinner we're having, portion that out as well, because we rarely don't eat dinner together, whether it's out or at home. We almost always have dinner together. So that would be the only night, the thing that we'd have to kind of track is if we went out, I'd have to track his food for him. And then he could paper track. I don't recommend this at all. But I also know his concern, because he's not so great at diets. Or lifestyle changes. He has tried them in the past. He has done fads. He has done diet and exercise. He's done, a lot, but he's never done anything with an app. So I think what I'd like to do is, if he truly decides after we have this conversation that he would like to do Weight Watchers, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, I hope he doesn't watch this video. Oops. Anyway, it's too late now. I hope that I'm so sorry about the sun. I hope that he wants to do it, and then what I would probably do is I would go to one of my daughters, because all of our finances are linked. We've been together 26 years. Because he takes care of all the bills, he sees all the credit cards, he sees all the bank accounts, And I'm telling you, he's got like alerts on his phone because I've been in Target and spent money, and I'll get like a text from him like, what'd you just buy? What was $86 or whatever? So I know that if I bought that on our credit cards or on our bank cards, he would 100% see it. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to give the cash to one of my daughters and have them do it. Probably Amber, because he actually still sees Danny's bank account. Because it was linked when she was a student and we just never took it off. So I think I might give that to Amber, and Amber would end up having 2 accounts because she also has a Weight Watchers account. But I would just pay her for it for 6 months, and then at the end of 6 months, I would either give her, the rest of the 6 months, or I would just tell her, don't worry about it because Dad isn't going to do it. But anyway, if I don't get him that, if I end up not doing that, my other option is I would like to possibly get him to pay for him and I to go away for New Year's Eve. However, he may have spoiled that because he mentioned the other day about him booking us something to do for New Year's Eve. So then I thought my other thing could be I could get him something for Valentine's Day, like a trip for Valentine's Day. And my thought there was a cabin either in Deep Creek where we could go sledding or tubing, or one of the cabins that we go to in Westmoreland, where I showed you guys on my channel. We usually go there in October, but I thought maybe just him and I down there for the weekend on Valentine's Day weekend. So I don't know. That's where I'm thinking, either Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, or the Weight Watchers app. The other thing is, he had mentioned that he wants to quit smoking. So Amber and him have been talking about vapes because her fiance Josh vapes, and he has quit smoking by vaping. The problem with vaping though is I feel like it's always in their mouth, like they never stop, because they feel like they can do it anywhere. So it's constant, and it's I don't know. Sometimes I think it's worse than smoking because at least smoking he's got to go outside to do, which I would totally insist that he maybe do that too. I don't know. I just don't want the vape smell in my house, even though it smells like I don't know, whatever flavor he wanted. But I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Do you vape? Do you know somebody who vapes? Yes, I still know that it's not perfect for him, but it's got to be better than smoking. And I don't know. So I was considering getting him that. He tried the e-cigarette once before because he has that muscle memory, and it worked for a little bit, but then it didn't. Like, he tried to do like the e-cigarette sometimes and regular smoking sometimes, and then it just got where the e-cigarette he had, it was disposable, I guess, so you just threw it away when you couldn't use it anymore. And I think once he threw away like the second one, he just never bought another one because they're kind of expensive. And again, I think you suck on them more than you do cigarettes. So what would have been like, I don't know, the equivalent of 4 packs of cigarettes, which would have taken him 4 days to smoke. He finished the e-cigarette in like 2 days. I don't know. I seem to remember that's how it happened. So I don't know. I've been married to Norm for 26 years. He's impossible to shop for. Because he absolutely knows every dime I spend, because he's so meticulous with our books that I have to make my other business that I have is mostly a cash business, not always, but mostly a cash business. So I can fudge numbers once in a while, especially when I have parties. And a lot of times when I have parties, I don't give him any of the money. Like if I do like a consulting throughout the week, I'll put the money like in a jar or whatever, and we use it over the weekend. But if I do a party, that's usually for me to keep, unless I'm trying to pay for something, like when I paid for the kids' school rings or prom tickets and stuff like that. But that's my goal, is to use that money to kind of shop for him this year. He is terrible to shop for because he doesn't want anything. He could use some clothes, but he doesn't want me to buy him any clothes because he's not happy with what he's wearing. He could use all those other things I told you, but he doesn't want me to buy them. He wants to spend the money on the kids and me and whatever. I would like to get some of the Christmas shopping done this weekend. Perhaps Tony and his wife, which is my stepson, and their kids, and my parents, because they have to be mailed, so I'd like to get those done. All of my Christmas decorations are up except for the tree. I'm going to actually invite the kids, I think, on Sunday it's a lot to do on Sunday. So now I've got grading, meal planning, meal prep, planning for my job, and now I'm talking about the tree. So I think I'm going to invite them over sometime on Sunday, because Danny's off in the morning, and do the tree. And then if they decide not to come, I'm not going to pressure them this year. It's not going to be a big thing, but we'll do the tree, and then that'll be done, and I have some boxes in my living room that I'd like to get out of my living room. I need to vacuum up all of the tree needles that have just been sitting there, because I know more are going to fall off when we decorate. But anyway, I think that's all I've got. Once again, I've talked for 20 minutes. I've been trying to cut these down, but 20 minutes is about what I talk, 20 to 25. So let me know in the comments if the amount of time that I talk is too much. Yes, I know I babble, but does it matter? Like, when you're looking at a YouTube video to watch, if you see that it's more than a certain amount, do you not watch it? Because I'm the opposite. When I go to like Living Large on Weight Watchers, or Weight Watchers Journey to Healthy, I look for the longer ones, because I have a long commute and I listen to them while I'm commuting, and it's easier for me to turn one on and not have to play with it and get another one to come on. So let me know. If you're new to my channel, thanks so much for being here. Hit the subscribe button and you will get notified when I put up another video. This weekend, I promise you guys will see Norm. Maybe we'll talk about Weight Watchers for the first time, him and I. And then we might do a live video this weekend from Carly's parade, if I can talk him into staying. He wants to just drop her off and then go back and pick her up. We've seen this Christmas parade like every year for like ever, but you know. Anyway, it is Friday. Have a fabulous Friday, guys. If I remember to take a picture of what I ate for dinner, I'll slide that in here. I'll also slide in a picture of my daily points. And right now I am at 4,731 steps. Not very many. But my kids did a lot of stuff today, which required me to sit down and conference with them. So it wasn't a lot of steps. But so I will get with you guys maybe later today, or tomorrow, when Norm and I decide whatever it is we're going to do and the shenanigans we're going to get up to this weekend. So have a fabulous Friday, guys. Later, YouTube.